Thanks for being here. Obviously a huge week for our program, the rivalry game and a road game at Wyoming. So we are in the process of evaluating this group of guys. From that standpoint, I mean, we got to figure out how to break through and win a game. We've played 32, 34, 36 minutes of good basketball, but have not broke through to win in this losing streak. My job is to evaluate if we're getting better, if we're growing, if we're learning, if we're playing hard enough, if we're improving at the things that I'm coaching and teaching. I feel we are. I feel we do have a team that is working and cares about playing the right way. Obviously, we need to win a game. So my focus is the next opponent. After the next opponent, my focus will be the next opponent after that. So we've got 2 games this week. We'll start with the BYU rivalry game, and we'll be ready. So I'll take any questions you have. I thought there was a point in that second half when we had plays at the rim that we didn't make. They came down and made plays. They made a 3 in the corner. They made a drive to the rim, a 5-point kind of swing. We missed 2 layups. They get 5 points, kind of a 9-point swing right there that I thought was the difference in the game. It was a 1-point game with 8:35 to go, and I didn't think, Kurt, we handled that our misses and their makes in that run very well mentally. I didn't think we did that, and we did that against Portland too. We want to get it right back. We want to get it all back right away, and you can't do that. You got to let it happen. You got to keep moving it and sharing it and trusting. And if there's anything this group of guys has got to learn is in those situations there's lots of time, and keep playing our basketball. I think in that game, when we played our basketball in our way, we were very good. And we were right there with them with the lead at halftime, and again a 1-point game with 8:35 to go. So that 3 or 4 minute span when I thought we lost our poise a little bit because we didn't score, and they did, we have to learn and grow from that. I also thought they hurt us on the offensive boards in that stretch and exploited us a little bit physically. So that's something I've been preaching all year, better defensive rebounding. We have to get tougher and more physical, and we're working on that. We've lifted more than we ever have during the season. We're stressing it, and sometimes it takes time and experience. Well, I thought we had a lot of plays at the rim in our last couple games. I thought we had a lot of 50-50 plays. Could have been a foul, could have been a block. Sometimes it was a charge. I thought our aggressiveness going to the rim has been as good as it's been. What we're doing more is sharing the ball and getting the ball to the second side for open shots. And that's, up until the last game, we had those previous 2 games, we were over 50% from the 3, sharing it and moving it, and our assists were up. So I think we've grown offensively. I think we've improved at the offensive end of the floor, and that has to continue. We had open looks. There's an argument, if you look at the film, we had better shots than they did. We had more plays at the rim than they did on the initial action. So we have to finish those plays. Again, my focus is to prepare our team. You have to give BYU credit for what they've accomplished this season so far. And, we need to fight our way out of a difficult situation. So, again, my focus is on that. And I'm sure they'll be ready to play. We'll be ready to play. And it probably is going to come down to, loose balls and who makes open shots. And usually this game comes down to who makes open shots. If you look at even the score from last year, if you look at that film, we had a ton of open shots that didn't go. They made guarded shots and made shots. And, we got to try to make some shots. I'm trying to teach and coach and stay the course with this group. And I've learned through my experience, if I continue to teach and teach and teach, I stay in a pretty good place, Kurt. I think that's one thing that I've learned through this process, and maybe through last year. Some of the difficulties of last year is just keep teaching and coaching, and we'll work our way out of it. Again, I've learned that when I teach and coach, I'm better than worrying about what's happened or where, maybe what situation we're in. So this is a pretty resilient group, and this is a group that it's still kind of new to them, I think, and they want to learn and want to grow. I also think they're a group that's confident that we're maybe a little better than our record, and you are what your record is, but we know we've had our opportunities, and there's been games where the opponent's been higher ranked than us or perceived to be higher, but we've beat ourselves too, if you look at the film and you evaluate it. And that's one theme I've tried to talk to our team about is if you look at these 10, 12 situations, these were our fault, not so much what the team did. And I think that's really important for this group to know that we have control over things, and we've had opportunities that we need to take advantage of. And I think there's some hope in that. One thing we talk about a lot is open shots. Who got more open shots? We chart that. Well, we've many times in our 9 losses, we've had more open shots and more layups than our opponent, but haven't made those plays. So our goal as a group is to keep getting those and make those plays. So Leah, that's something we talk about a lot, that the opportunities are there, but we have to take advantage of them.